Okay, no, I was just thinking how like offensive it is that we don't play the national anthem before the U.S. national anthem before we record. But luckily, basketball, the NBA season started.
Hell
up
yeah!
again.
Oh yes.
And there was a lot of stuff for Black Lives Matter, and there's a lot of debate over
And
what to do.
Future sings the national anthem.
No, but somebody did do a trap remix of the national anthem that I wanted to play for you guys.
No.
And okay, so that's how
It goes. These bitches love so.
That would have been great.
National anthem.
But
Have you seen the video of the guy who's just
Our
like
president's called Chief.
who? Yeah. Chief isn't his name. Commander in Chief Keith. There's a video that then some dude did where he just he sings the national anthem if Quavo did it, and that's a classic. I love that one.
I actually, after I looked it up, and there are several trap remixes of the national anthem and other national anthems. And actually, I actually think it's not that exciting once you play it, but it is funny that everyone's kneeling, and then they just put in a little trap beat. Hold on, I'll play it for you.
Oh shit, there's actually a video? Fuck. Show me. No way, sorry.
I think it's coming in a second.
1738.
What? And then it's like just guitar, but the beat goes for the rest of the song.
Wait, is this real?
Yes, this is last night, the NBA reopening.
Oh my god! When the Jazz played the Pelicans.
Yeah. Should I send this to you or something? I don't know how you want to do it.
I don't want this. No,
Well,
please.
just wanted to show you.
don't.
From now on, the opening to our podcast will be the trap remix. A trap remix. We're gonna find the best one of the
Oh
US
God!
national anthem.
But like, who's the
Then why
fucking
did they
producer
do-
of it?
yeah,
Like,
who
yeah,
came
who
here
fucking?
to-
No. I want to know. Like,
you want-
it can't be a real trap remix without like a fucking just janky
You want,
ass
like,
producer
a
track.
track, like
Yeah.
a-
I want fucking like
Trapaholics.
Trapaholics mixtape, real trap shit.
Damn, son. Where'd you find all this native land?
Datpiff.com. Yeah, no, I legitimately miss like the mixtape era of rap music because you would get all the like these albums for free legally on all these sites, but they were just polluted with producer tags that you could not take off. I love it, and I think the national anthem is missing that. Just like every 3 seconds, just being like
Who was the producer of the American National?
Yeah.
Francis Scott Key, but we're not going to talk about him.
DJ Francie.
well, the song, the melody was some old drinking song, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, what is trap music if not music to drink to? You and your
What is
boys.
the US?
If it's not,
What is the U.S. if not the place you drink?
It's a 18th century British pub song called "To Anacreon in Heaven."
Huh.
I assume I'm saying that right. I don't know who Anacreon
post rock
is.
band or what?
It is now.
It is the official song of the Anacreonic Society. Uh-oh. We're getting into some Freemason shit.
There's a lot of eyeballs on my screen right now. A lot of eye emojis.
Also, just as Gentleman's Club. Oh, there's a bust of Anacreon. He was some ancient Greek poet.
Yeah, I fucking busted on Anacreon.
That is what you do.
What kind of secret society
He's
is
Greek,
this?
huh?
What age is Anna?
Gentleman's Club, huh?
Is she a suitable lady for a gentleman to take, or is this more of a Jeffrey Epstein kind of situation?
Well, okay, I'll read this and you tell me. Okay, the society came to an end after the Duchess of Devonshire attended one of its meetings. Because, quote, some of the comic songs were not exactly calculated for the entertainment of ladies, the singers were restrained, which displeasing many of the members, they
They
resigned
kept
one...
playing that Lil Jon song. It was like, put a hump in your back and shake the rump.
Women
bounce that,
destroyed the gentleman.
They resigned one
Lady of
after
De-
another.
The lady of Devonshire went into this gentleman's club, and the first thing that happened is someone came up to me and whispered, "Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Let me tell you something you want to hear." And I did not want to hear it.
That does sound like they're blaming the Duchess of Devonshire, because they're like, yeah, fuck this. I didn't like the society
Women ruining
anyway.
Everything.
Set our own society.
Anyway, there you go. And now we're going to play it
I'm in
back
line.
again here in Berlin, Germany, 2020.
Put a hump in your back and shake the rump. Hey. Welcome to your weekly corner Späti. I am myself, Nick. I didn't know who I was for a second. I have transcended this existence of this corporate, whatever corporeal being that I am, and I'm corporate being. I'm
Wake
the
up,
manager.
sheeple.
Wake up, sheeple. We got a full gang here. Kieran
Hi.
and Yulia
Hello.
and Rob.
Season's greetings, listeners.
What season is it?
It's hot season.
It's the hot season.
Kieran will be sending you all vials of our sweat.
Yes.
All of our Patreon subscribers.
I don't sweat. I don't sweat in this. When I'm like astral projecting, I don't sweat anymore.
I sweat profusely.
Nice.
All over the place. I slid here.
Yeah, so we kind of we have a bit of a mess of a show. Not as messy as Kieran's fucking underarms.
I just
are,
walked to
but-
Leopoldplatz from my place and slid the rest of the way here.
Ew.
Just sliding down the U9.
Are you like a slug where you have like a?
I'm like an incredibly fast slug.
Hell yeah.
I need to move to Iceland. It's the only country I'm meant to be in.
Is that a slack?
No, it's
Land
cold.
or wood?
It's permanently cold.
Cold.
But yeah, we have a mess of an episode. There's a lot going on this week, but nothing that's like that cool. So I don't know.
Yeah, we got a nice mix. I'm excited for our lineup. Before we say anything else, though, we need one quick salute and respect for our good friend Richard Grinnell.
Yeah.
Called back to his home planet for very important work.
Died on the way there. I guess Richard Grinnell was an alien.
Richard Grinnell, the now former U.S. ambassador to Germany, he was nominated by Trump to be the new, hold on, let me pull it up, I think head of intelligence.
Yeah.
It's just his top intelligence advisor.
Yeah.
So that's a nice thought. I mean, he is definitely on the
very intelligent.
he's on the MAGA train completely.
Very diplomatic person. I noticed.
I love just the fact that like we talked about this on an older episode, but like he's just clearly like he's from Orange County and he's just like his Twitter bio is just like my cancer made me stronger. I love my dog, and he's just like 100% Trump MAGA, and all the like German and European bureaucrats are like when he goes on Fox News and he's like, yeah, like the Germans should stop like dealing with Iran and stuff, and they're all just like, oh dear, this is not the proper channel. What is this person doing? And then he's just like, he literally would like post photos on his Instagram of just his like dog in front of Brandenburger Tor, and he's just like, life's good.
I had to
Having a
grind for
great
this
time.
view.
And now we're stuck with Douglas McGregor,
Tell me about the new guy.
retired Army colonel, Fox News regular. He's Trump's nominee. I guess he hasn't been approved yet.
Okay.
Oh, do we does Germany have to say anything?
I don't think you get any.
No.
No, right. You can't
But,
pick your ambassador. right?
Right?
It's so unfortunate.
Yeah, you can't pick your ambassadors, but you can pick your friends. And for Richard Grinnell, that meant the AFD. So
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
that was the thing I just loved about him so much is that he was the shittiest ambassador because he would just go and
was
do.
openly supporting
Yeah, and then when Germany was like, "What are you doing? Stop doing that," he'd be like, again, just like I had to fucking grind for this view. Don't tell me how to fucking live my life.
How everyone fucking supported
Late
him on
night
the
like
internet.
screenshot of his notes app that he just sends to like the whole like I assume they have like some email list of like all the bureaucrats and he just like replies all.
They have a WhatsApp group, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
But I also love too, like we're gonna like. Because Richard Grinnell was also like obviously openly gay, and the only way that then like mainstream German media could like break him down was just by being homophobic. We talked about this for like in our episode about him. Go back and maybe listen to that. I don't know which one it is. Figure it out yourselves. Kieran's trying to remember, and he doesn't remember either. It's okay. But yeah, like Spiegel did like a
homophobic
portfolio
pic?
on
Oh,
him. It was
nice.
like, yeah, can you fucking believe this queen who's?
Oh no!
Yeah.
It wasn't like that bad, but
It was kind of bad. It was.
It was. Up
There were very
there.
choice words picked.
Yeah.
And I think it was an English translation one. So.
Oh,
They just dropped the F word.
We want the world to know about this one. Send.
I remember it was one of the things was literally like he brought like a poster of Britney Spears with him or something, and he's like, and he brought a poster of Britney Spears with him to Germany.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Posters of
exactly.
Britney Spears are great.
If he's
Even bad
Britney.
people. Yeah,
if he's on the
even-
hashtag Free Britney, then I'm forgiving everything Grinnell has done except for all the things he did.
It's just the thing of that one Onion thing of like, the
Worst guy
you know is like made a good
point.
point. Yeah.
So I got to say, Douglas MacArthur does seem more like the typical.
Douglas MacArthur.
Oh wait, fuck.
His name. Douglas MacArthur.
Sorry,
McGregor.
he paid me to say that.
No, Douglas
MacGregor.
MacArthur was the general of the Pacific Fleet during World War II.
Didn't you just say that? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mabi.
Also got Harry Truman removed from office. Like, let us
I
not
know who
forget
MacArthur
that.
is. I had like a 2 hour
I know you know who he
fucking
is.
presentation on the Korean War.
You probably know more than me. Can you tell us about Douglas MacArthur?
The episode's changed.
He was in the Pacific all the time. That's all I know.
Yeah, no, but
Sailing
So
around.
Douglas MacArthur.
He wanted to do Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, he wanted to fucking just like nuke North Korea. He wanted to nuke Korea like 50
Yes.
times, being like,
he wanted to go buck wild with nukes. He was like, we did it
He
once
said-
before. That's
yeah.
why wouldn't we
He
do
said,
it?
Yeah.
he said like, I'm gonna end this. Like,
yeah. And
No,
then
but-
Truman was like, no, and then he removed him from power, and then he just spent the entire rest of his of Truman's presidency being like, yo, fuck Harry Truman. And Douglas MacArthur was so liked in the United States that it actually prevented Truman's reelection.
That's the like leading theory online of how the Starship Troopers world comes about. Is MacArthur gets his way and nukes all of Asia.
Hell
Oh,
fucking
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that, yeah. Oh, Douglas MacArthur was an absolute
you
madman.
know how many times I had to readjust the fucking line, the on when I was drawing Korea and shit. I don't know. It's like,
He's just pissed off by trying redrawing the
what are you
parallel.
doing?
Yeah. So Douglas MacGregor, he looks. Actually, he looks. I'm looking at the photos side by side. He looks a lot like Mike Pompeo. Actually.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's like a Pompeo type, like these kind of like olds. I don't know. Just
You could
associated
put-
with the army and intelligence
Typical
and
American
stuff.
politician.
Yeah. Whereas Richard
He
Grinnell.
looks like
Lower
a
than his
former
mouth.
army guy.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So I'm worried he's going to be a little more boring. No photos of his dog in front of the
I also
Brandenburger
said, why
Tor.
does he dye like only the top of his hair and the rest stays in
Yeah,
two,
yeah,
like,
true, I
gray
just
and
noticed
He
that.
has that fucking Professor Oak style going on.
Yes. My kids like them Pokemons.
Yeah.
One of their favorite Pokemons.
Yeah.
Professor Oak.
What does this what the fuck? There's this old guy and he gives you like a rat or something and you go on a great adventure and you're
That's like your typical dad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
here's your rat kid.
Child, you're 10. Have a rat.
Now leave. Go on
Now
a.
leave and you
The starter Pokemon of Berlin is
do like animal fighting or something.
we have a pigeon, a rat, and
This mouse thing.
yeah, a fox you saw one time when you were out way too late.
I've seen a few foxes around here.
Oh my
So
god.
you don't sleep.
Well, salute. Good luck with that whole troop thing that Trump keeps threatening to pull the troops out of Germany.
Oh, they did that, didn't they?
I'm sure we'll be talking about you. No, I don't think anything's decided.
No, it isn't. But you're like missing over the fact that General MacGregor was like massively responsible for the bombing of Kosovo.
Oh fuck! I just remind.
Oh.
about
You didn't look up anything about him?
Sam.
He's incredibly controversial.
And now they're sending him to Europe again?
Yeah.
Damn.
I gotta look this shit up.
To finish the job.
All right. Hold on. I'm pulling up.
Kosovo.
I'm pulling up his. I didn't even know he had a
They
Wikipedia
have
page.
a statue of Bill Clinton.
Well, now they'll have a fucking statue
Yeah, a Democrat.
Today.
He's like, out of hatred of the Clintons, he's just like a Serbian nationalist.
All right,
Oh my god.
all right, Nick. Then inform us on this
That's
man.
it. That is literally
fucking
it. He was the main general during the NATO mission in Kosovo.
Yeah, so he knows Europe. That's why Trump sent him. You were,
Depends who you ask, but yeah.
Does he? I don't think he has any connection to Germany.
He's a
Oh,
what are they called when you check in loads of times? He's like the landlord of Kosovo. He's just checked in so many times on Foursquare. we thought he was good enough for the job.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean
Is
that's
Foursquare still a thing?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, we'll keep our eye on General MacGregor.
yeah. I will just add 2 more points that I've learned from his Wikipedia page. One, I said he was a Fox News contributor. He's a regular guest on Tucker Carlson's show. Has been since 2017.
Yes, 1488 radio, my favorite.
He was one of 5 finalists under consideration to replace John Bolton as National Security Advisor. That was 1A, because it was the next sentence. This one is funny. The chief of the Israeli Defense Force, IDF, made McGregor's 2003 book, Transformation Under Fire, required reading for all officers in the rank of lieutenant colonel and above.
Transformation Under Fire? What the fuck? No officer has, like, ever been in combat. What the fuck? This is the thing I fucking love about the upper echelons of the U.S. military establishment is that every single, like, if you talk to anyone who's, like, in the military, there's obviously a reason why they fucking hate all their officers because they're completely incapable and they've all went to good boy school.
Not like the officers in Band of Brothers.
Well, yeah, because those are one, it's World War II. Two, there's like battlefield commissions, which then that you would be an enlisted person who then becomes an officer, who then generally, which do not happen in times of peace or whatever.
Times of peace, that's what they call it.
Yeah. But I just love them this because it's like Petraeus also wrote a book too, if I'm not mistaken. They all these things about like honor and glory under this and that or whatever. It's like, dude, you fucking sat in like the equivalent of just like an office for 40 years and like
honor and glory.
Yeah, and just
that's
like ordered people around for. Yeah, I mean it's the fucking like it's. I mean, officers are obviously like the managerial class of the military, but I just fucking
like
love that.
They're the PMC, the military.
Both, yes, possibly. We don't, you could obviously occupy both realms of PMC.
No, it's funny you say that, Nick, because his other book titles, like, there's always like the title and then like colon subtitle. These are just the main titles. All right. Transformation Under Fire, like we said. Margin of Victory. Warrior's Rage. And Breaking the Phalanx.
I like that one.
Yeah. He's a very confused time traveler.
Yes.
No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of a hymen.
Anyway, salutes to our new ambassador, Douglas McGregor. I hope to be talking about you more soon.
Yeah, I'll give you a cum tribute when necessary.
So the thing that I just remembered, I'm sorry for introducing another topic, but Matteo Salvini. Okay, so. Matteo Salvini just got his diplomatic immunity removed from being in Parliament because he's being charged with kidnapping.
Nice.
I just saw that earlier in the week and it just like slid off my brain until
Who did he kidnap?
I don't know.
My heart.
That's
just one of those. You kind of got to do a double take when you see
like
that.
It's a technical kidnapping,
And also, this just came out. Underage girl forced to have
Prince
sex
Andrew,
with royal for
yeah.
God, I hate the world. I hate the world. Stop this. Let's go back to our planned fun time in the sandbox.
All right. Yes.
From the world.
Coronavirus updates. That's next on the list.
Fun.
We were right. There. Done.
Germany, there's a lot of talk that the second wave is coming, is here.
Yeah.
Kieran, you mentioned Manchester is under lockdown again.
Manchester went under lockdown again. I checked the coronavirus updates that there's a very good map that Berliner Morgenpost does that's like does each individual state.
Seriously, I want to
Yeah. But like they also do the trend and like it's up in every state in Germany, which is like the first time.
Croatia, real quick.
Yeah. Belgium reintroduced social distancing. There's a huge cases are going up in Spain, and there's a lot of talk about what to do with the tourism because all the Germans are like, "Well, I'm here now." I'm in Mallorca.
France did their third day in a row of 1,300 new cases. Yeah.
This is what you fucking get though for not just like locking down for longer than a week.
Why would you?
Okay, not France, but Germany for fuck's sake did not do anything. And I hate when like every fucking German tells me like, oh well, they did more than the United States, this and that. That's like, no, you guys just got fucking lucky. And you can't even test in Germany either. So like not even just that. It's the sense that then, like, if you want to get a test in Germany, it was like you had to like go to the doctor, but you have to call the doctor because you can't physically go there, and then they'll call the Gesundheitsamt for you. And then the Gesundheitsamt comes to your door like 2 days later, does the test.
Only if you have symptoms, though.
Yeah, only if you have symptoms. Gives you the test. Then you have to give back the test immediately to the Gesundheitsamt person who comes to your door. And then in 5 days, if you're still alive and don't already fucking recognize that you have coronavirus, then you get your results with a test that has a 40% accuracy rating.
Yes. Or you train really hard and join the Bundesliga.
Or that, where you get the good tests.
Does the Bundesliga have a trap remix of the German national
No,
anthem?
but I'm working on it.
That's my ticket in.
Yeah. So the idea though that like every German is just like, oh, we dealt with this so well. It's this and that. It's like, no. Like to be very fair, the United States has a better testing system than Germany does. You fucking go.
Drive through. They have drive-through tests.
You drive through.
You
Some
can order
fucking
fries with your Corona test.
some weirdo fucking just shoves a swab up your nose, and you get your result.
Here's your results.
And then you die, and then
You want to toy with it.
you go to a Trump
Happy
rally.
meal.
You go to a Trump rally, you get coronavirus, and then you die yesterday. Rest in peace to a real one, Herman Cain.
I forgot about
But
that.
yeah, I genuinely think Germany probably has like 10 times the amount of cases that it actually has, because I only know 2 people who have gotten tests.
Yeah.
You know?
There are people that got tests.
Yeah, and one of them was because like they had to like yell at the Gesundheitsamt to fucking come to their house because they were like, I could have infected a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not feeling good. Please, bring me a test. I'm like, oh, well, I guess we can come tomorrow.
German, yeah. Are you there
No,
tomorrow?
this country's so fucking stupid.
Still have my
I would
Trapaholics.
come today, but I have 4 interviews booked with U.S. news journalists who are all interviewing me about how good Germany is doing at
Germany
containing the
just get
coronavirus.
fucked.
Christian Drosten is like, I'm sorry, I literally like, it's, for a sex symbol, for a celebrity like me, it's tough to like squeeze time into the day to actually deal with the coronavirus.
Oh god,
stuff.
and how many fucking Germans will say like, oh, I listened to Christian Drosten's podcast. It's like, I don't fucking care. I really don't fucking care.
Wait, now I gotta see.
I looked up Croatia. It wasn't up or down. It's a little bit up, but it's been for the past month and a half. So
Okay, so
that's
it's like fine. And like,
it was like max
Julia
50
has
cases.
plans.
She's going to become a Croatian
I
separatist.
all right. I got some good news for everybody. I don't think someone we've ever mentioned on the show before, one Tilo Sarrazin, has been allegedly, so we read on Twitter as of a couple hours ago,
No, in
kicked out of the SPD.
in fact, I think he's out. Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, Wikipedia page is updated.
No, he's kicked out
He's gone.
because Saskia Essen just like tweeted out being like, yeah,
Fuck you.
fuck him, he's out.
All
He's
my
no
homies
longer.
hate
Yeah,
Tilo
all my fucking
Sarrazin.
homies hate it.
That was the meme of like friendship over with new friend is.
Oh, the only thing you have to do to get your friendship with the SPD ended is to write Mein Kampf 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two
But-
mine, two cap.
This book came out such a long time ago, and now it's a big deal.
Do you
No,
provide-
it was always a deal. They tried to kick him out.
Oh, okay.
They had to go to court for that. So they tried to kick him out.
Of course they did. It's fucking
And
Germany.
it's
you can't just like
when
internally
you forcefully-
dispose of a
When you
person.
forcefully want to remove someone from a party and they don't, because he didn't want to step down and he didn't want to leave. He had to step down kind of, but he
So
wanted to
taking
give
someone to court is the German version of nanny nanny boo boo.
All right.
I just want to back up for a second. Who is our man, Sarrazin? Who wants to introduce him? So we know he's an SPD member.
Yes.
He hasn't been in politics actually for a while.
No.
But he was in the past, and he's worked a bunch of places. He's
Like
an important
the
guy.
Bundesbank, for example, the Federal Bank, for example.
And-
Yeah, he's an economist.
And he's best known for writing a 2010 book called Deutschland schafft sich ab,
yes.
which means
He's
Germany-
anti-Deutsch.
Germany abolishes itself.
Hell fucking yeah, it does. Welcome to the anti-Deutsch hour.
Welcome to the anti-Deutsch podcast, Corner Späti.
So what did he say in this book?
Well, he basically said that he used stuff like Überfremdung and Parallelgesellschaften. So he means like people that come to Germany, or like people that came to Germany in the 50s or something, built like parallel societies, are not integrated. Look at Neukölln. He talks a lot about Neukölln.
Yeah, he's a Berlin
Yeah, he's
guy.
from Berlin. Yeah, he's a Berliner. He's a true, like, real Berliner. He's so cool.
This is what we aspire to be. This guy.
Racist.
Yes. So he says that he actually he says well, there is a big problem with integration. People are not integrated, so they live in a parallel society where they would all hang out among themselves. I'm just like repeating what he says, basically, And that was something that resonated a lot with some people in Germany. That was before the AfD was even gaining momentum like that much. And this came from a fucking SPD dude, like the social democrat. He also was one of the people that signed in 2018, signed like a declaration against kind of like against immigration and stuff, and he signed it. It was kind of like an AfD, like close to the AfD kind of letter that was set, or declaration that was set up, and he signed it among other people like Eva Hermann, person like a journalist that was kicked off like Tagesschau I think she was Tagesschau, I don't know, idea or something, that was kicked off because she was having like a lot of right-wing views on things.
Yeah.
She now does like an alternative Tagesschau, or she did at least on YouTube, with a lot of conspiracy theories. It's amazing. She hangs out with people like,
It's called Infokrieg.
Basically that. We call it Tagesschau. Alternative für Tagesschau. I don't know. But yeah, it's like an alternative Tagesschau. She hangs out with people like...
She's actually PewDiePie.
PewDiePie has a steamed career in German journalism.
Yeah, but she's big on the like conspiracy thing, like all the guys, that are, I don't know, right-wing conspiracy theorists in Germany, but try to like kind of hide it, and so catch also like the esoteric people and shit like that. But like, don't trust the mainstream media. I worked in the mainstream media, shit like that. So,
all right.
Yeah. So he signed this declaration with people like Eva Hermann. So
I'm curious, does she levitate in front of her copy of the Grundgesetz?
She does.
Cool.
No, I don't know if she trusts the Grundgesetz. I don't know how close she is to the Reichsbürger now.
Oh no! I like this idea that I just have to get on this guy's good sides. I am going to be just outing the Irish parallel society that exists in Ireland. So that's Crazy Bastard Hot Sauce, the hurling team out in Tegelforst, Murphy's Bar at Friedrichshain, and of course F Bar in Wedding. And all Irish-owned businesses conspiring to steal your money or control society. I don't
know. This is a funny little note that I didn't know. So he has the side of his face looks a little funny because of a surgery he had in his ear. And some people says it looks like he's smiling all the time. And so it means my man is literally the Joker.
Oh no. And this guy is I feel like he dresses like what I imagine SPD Joker to dress like. It's just a suit. It's an ill-fitting suit.
So, like, a bit about his policies, maybe, when he was, like, in the SPD. Like, wait, what was his position again?
I was just looking that up. I can't. I was tough to find. He did what did he do? So, he was a Finanzsenator in Berlin.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the state of Berlin.
Yeah, for the state of Berlin.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So, like, even his policies were very, I mean, it depends on if you say it, not very social democratic. If it depends on what you see as social democratic. Yeah. If you do like Schröder, he's kind of close, maybe a bit more far right. Because he said like he wanted to cut like pensions basically for Beamte. Which, okay, you can say like what you want about that, but he also wanted to cut like he didn't want to Verbeamte teacher anymore, like make them like state.
You have to describe what Beamtet is.
Okay, so it's when you're employed by the state, so you can't get fired. You also can't unionize. Teachers in Germany are normally Verbeamtet, so like employed by the state. So that means they get pensions by the state, but they also can't unionize, and Yeah. But they also they have a private health insurance.
They have to because Germany's stupid.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah,
oh God, I hate this country again. Yeah.
Back again.
But it's good news, guys, because he was kicked out of the party. Yay. We did it. Drop the balloons and confetti.
we got her.
I mean, but you got to know that like there's something bad going on if like a CDU politician criticizes your like social policies and your like finance and like economic policies,
down there, buddy.
and says it's too right. It's too far to the right. It's too.
I thought you meant it's too right. Like this is good. This is way too good for.
It's like because he wanted to like sparen.
Save.
Sparen. Yeah.
All right.
I would just pull up a couple quotes of his.
Yes, please.
Give me 1 second.
But I do like this idea. We've got rid of him. balloons fall from the ceiling. We got him. Banner unfurls. SPD's good again. We did.
Yeah,
That's
no,
one
that's,
racist guy in the party.
The only one.
The only one.
Definitely don't look into it.
It's fascinating how much like of a discussion it was in German, like in the German public. Like this
Best-selling book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was one of the
Oh,
best-selling books. Like Germans love that shit. Just, finally, someone's saying it.
Oh,
and shit like
no.
that. Yeah, Germans loved it.
Well, this is the thing is that there is
Especially because it was SPD,
well, no,
you
but
know?
this is the thing about it is that then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy because when you don't bother having, I mean, when you allow people to then to come into your countries in the 50s and 60s and like had no reason thinking that you're going to keep them because you're an idiotic country that
Exactly.
doesn't fucking understand
There
how.
was no integration policy or something.
No, of
in
course,
Germany.
but because Germany was just fucking dumb as rocks and was like, they're not going to stay, are they? Oh, they are staying. Then yeah, of course, something like this, like there is something I think true to be said that then like when you do end up then in an area that then has not had the proper means of them being properly accepted in society because they never were, that then you'll have maybe a thing like a parallel society then develop. Obviously, like that's not like you can see that in any country in the world just completely neglects people because they're racist.
Why is that? Yeah, because of socioeconomic situations, for example, because like you are like placed in like areas like Neukölln.
Yeah,
or
of
something
course.
Like that. It's kind of like a way to exclude people from society, so people are
Yeah, like, but his critique of this is purely like
Exactly.
in no way like this.
Oh no,
Like,
of course
of
not.
course
It's
not,
just
of
like
course
yeah.
not. I
It's
was
just him
about to
saying
say,
he.
yeah.
It's just him saying I would never, as a white German, shop in Eurogita.
Exactly.
Like,
He's a fucking idiot and
Exactly.
can't cook fucking
So,
shit. He
his thing
burns
is
water
like-
when he
I think
boils
it's
it.
kind of like a cultural argument that he makes. So
Yeah,
like
no,
he
it's
blames it on the people and where they come from, and like
Yeah.
He blames it. I can tell you specifically
blames
on
on the,
Islam that it's a violent religion. He says that
exactly cultural or
um,
religious argument.
Turkish and Arab
famously
people have
Islamic Irish.
yeah.
lower intelligence.
Oh,
Just to say, this is a quote directly from him. So
Name of
I
the
checked.
book, like, is
Oh,
this
from the
just-
from the book, I
okay.
believe.
That's his
Um,
ghostwriter.
I wanted to
fucking
check
Alice
it
Weide.
to see if something was lost in translation, but there's nothing lost. He says, "quote All Jews share a certain gene.
Oh.
All Basques have certain genes
yeah,
that differentiate them
that,
from
yes.
others."
Shit, I forgot about like,
Not to make it all about the Basques, because that the Basques were not the target of most of his racist book, but
Sorry.
he does think the Basques
does
have a
care
certain
about-
gene.
Yeah, sure. Because I guess he probably wrote this when the Basque terrorist group was
He
like
wrote
a
it in
thing.
2010.
Oh no! This was well after
like
the ceasefire.
That was it. That had been in his, that was in his drafts. Like he wrote that down in the 70s, and he always had like
It works in somehow.
when I write my my book.
Yeah, like he used a lot of like folkish and racist arguments. It's like
Yeah.
this is
Jesus Christ. The man's after the Basques. Great. I like that he wrote this book in like the mid 90s and it was just about the Irish and the Basques. And he just like when goes to publish it in 2010, Command F Basque replace Winter, Command F Irish replace with Arab.
Yeah, and I think there was at least some talk of kicking him out of the party in 2010 when he wrote the book,
Yeah,
but that didn't go anywhere. It's like
Yeah,
he's
as
like
I
a
said,
statue. He's finally coming down.
yeah, definitely. Like
He's like a statue with a lot of personal power and influence and best-selling book.
Yeah.
And people listen to him.
That was
and-
the real problem with that the statue of those slave owners in England was all those best-selling books they had.
Well, that's all I got on Tilo. I guess we'll never have to talk about him again.
Oh, he probably gets a good
Don't
position
say
somewhere.
that. Don't say that into
Like-
the podcast. You're gonna
Maybe
make
he-
it happen.
Maybe he joins a new party.
Oh,
Oh,
AfD,
true.
For example.
True.
Nazbo way.
All right, so I want to talk about this chart, this graph I sent you guys. Maybe some of our listeners saw it on Twitter already. This is a month old. At least the New York Times article is a month old. The data, or when it was published from the Manifesto Project, I don't know. But it's a ranking of how left and right wing all the parties are. And apparently they do the whole world. But this graph from the New York Times, make sure we put it in the description, ranks just on one scale from left to right
It's beautiful.
every party's ideological ranking. This is done by, well, before we get into the rankings, I'll talk about who does it. So it's done by something called the Manifesto Project.
Nice.
The Manifesto Project,
The Communist Manifesto.
well, kind of. because
Is it a communist
I should
manifesto
say
or
up
is it
front that they
Taliban?
are a Berlin, Germany-based group.
Are they communists?
They are funded by the German Science Foundation.
Damn it, they're not.
And they're just honestly like the biggest nerd shit I've ever seen. They're just
Fucking point Texas.
all they do is so their whole like thing, and I, as a former quote unquote data scientist, had to bluff a lot to get that title. Their whole thing is that like, what if we could like, there was this data set out there that we could tap into to find out more about the world that's going on around us. So their whole point is to like read and process every manifesto ever published by any party. And then they score the manifesto, whether it's left wing or right wing.
Oh, do they do like a holistic scoring system? So they read it and say like, oh, this kind of sounds
Yes,
left wing.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I
they
love
have
that,
all
I
this
love
stuff.
that. Very
They-
So
scientific.
this is the last one that we did of this obviously was right about
Populism.
every
Team populism.
shout out. Go back to
Populism.
that one. I know that episode. Populism. I believe it's called Munkgang.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
it
guys.
is.
But yeah, they did the exact same thing, and that
Exactly.
ended up with the wildest cool stuff that somehow Erdogan and Hugo Chavez are the same.
Wasn't it that like Obama was more left wing than like Evo Morales?
Well, it's funny you say that because
Yeah.
all right. So
Fucking idiots.
on this
I
chart
hate
we
these.
have,
I fuck like data should just be removed entirely from the political science, or
Fuck
just from
stats.
everything. Like I'm Anprim now. Fuck it. Like data has made the field of political science the dumbest fucking thing on the face of the earth. I mean, economics was already made stupid because of data anyway, like 100 years ago. But oh my god, I can't like. Oh well, we're gonna take then these. We're going to use people's buying habits to predict how they, are going to vote in the 2016 election. It's like, yeah, did that fucking work? No. Like, you thought that Hillary Clinton was going to win by like a 30-point margin, and bitch, you're wrong.
it's
like,
it's funny because it honestly makes me a little sad thinking about like these are all like very successful like data people. They're all professors
They're
and
fucking
some
hacks.
researchers. They're funded by the government.
They're all
They're
trying to
just
get
like
rent.
they're like, well, they're doing smart stuff. Those are people. They know what's going on.
data
like,
is literally
this
the
is
word
the
like
shit you
digitalization in Germany.
It's
That
so
is-
weird.
it's-
This is the shit they spend the money on. Like, what? Wait.
No, keep talking, yeah.
Why are you pointing into the corner? Okay, sorry. You want a beer?
Yeah,
I
of
was
course.
confused. No, but it's so weird. Like, just imagine you spend so much money on like all these scientists and professors of data or something like that, and they end up doing this.
Professor of
They
data,
end up
be
doing
my...
this. It's just like you have like an excellence cluster or something that is researching the shit, and they end up with this. Like, this is the outcome.
Yeah, but
This
libs
is
love
the
this shit
research.
because it's wrong every single time, and if you like
Of
just
course.
show it
But
into their
data
face...
can't be wrong. It's
wrong,
objective.
literally.
Yeah,
No, it
exactly.
isn't. Yeah, but that's the thing I just fucking love is that then I don't think I've ever seen a data collection thing done by things like this that are like
Yeah.
remotely correct.
Yeah.
And then if you ever then question it of like, yeah, why is this fucking collection of data that you have fucking dumb as rocks? Like, you can't have a conversation with someone like Yasha Monk or whatever because of like, well, the data says this and that and
That's
that.
why you
It's
need
like,
to be a sociologist.
no, it's why you just have to fucking not pay attention to any of this fucking shit and like, learn to
We
like
know
look
to
out
handle
your
data.
fucking window and like look at then like, okay, like if politics then is a relationship between people and like, whatever, like their surroundings and society with, governmental things or, even on more local levels and whatnot, like you can't quantify that. You literally can't fucking do it.
Sociology.
I mean, I think the
Sociology fucking does data shit too and they
Yeah,
suck at
I know,
it.
no, you mix it though, and you mix it with qualitative like methods and
Yeah,
shit.
it still
and
doesn't fucking matter. Like that's
You
why
try-
Marxists are the only good ones at all this shit because they actually like look out their window and fucking acknowledge what the world is for what it is.
Yeah, sociologists.
No, there's like no Marxist sociologists anymore.
I see a lot of like you guys aren't being objective and using data. So I have a data point for you, which is that in 2003, the project received the American Political Science Association's award for best data set in comparative politics.
that's more awards than
on their
I've won. So
that's
I
on their
guess.
website. So
Oh my god, seriously? They won.
That's like the J.D. Power and
you win a
Associates.
prize for the best data set.
best data set in comparative politics.
Oh my god.
There's
So-
probably like only three organizations that do that.
Like,
Can
award
we-
show or something?
Can we find the nominees to that? Because I feel like I'll the whole episode.
Yeah, it's them. It's only them.
Let's do it like we are doing like an
I-
Oscar award
I know
show
that
or
they're smart
something.
because on their website you can download all their data and they have R and APIs.
Nice.
I see the letter R. You can get an API for their data.
This is
That
for
must
data science
mean
people only.
they're smart.
So I just want to shout outs to these guys for spending a year using government money to like play with those adult coloring books and spirographs in their offices and then whack this out in an afternoon.
Okay.
Good job.
So let's get into the parties.
I'd do it.
So first of all, the way this is used in the U.S., because I mean, like we said, it's a German company funded by the German government. At least this one case is being used by the New York Times quite proudly to show that the Democratic Party actually is more left on average than you'd think. It is to the left of the median party of all of the parties, I guess.
The median party they used was Vox in Spain.
I'm looking at the map right now. The one most in the middle are citizens in Spain, Ciudadanos, literally.
No, they're right-wing psychopaths.
I
wasn't far off that.
There's
Holy
the
shit.
middle.
I should say that it's from 2016, so I don't know if...
Was that pre-Catalonia? It was, I guess. So yeah, they hadn't been driven insane yet.
The Portuguese Communist Party is also right below it. That's from
What?
2015.
They're weird.
The SPD in Austria, woo.
Okay.
The Center Party in Sweden, and
What they call it,
the
Center
Moderate Party in Sweden,
Moderate.
and the Swedish People's Party in Finland. Those are all the ones directly
Although
in
the
the middle.
Swedish People's Party is like the CDU. It's like the left wing of the CDU.
All right. Well, Democratic Party much further to the left than all of those. And okay, I should also say
Who's grouped in with the Democratic Party? I'm very
one
curious.
second, we'll get there. We'll get there.
All
We'll get there.
Yeah.
I should also say the flip side of this is pointing out how right wing the Republican Party is in the context, and it is notably further to the right. There are 7 parties further to the right of it, AfD being one. So that's basically what they're
Winning
saying.
again.
The data certainly does seem to fit in. It does serve quite conveniently a twofold purpose, saying those Republicans, they're so extreme, and the Democrats, they ain't actually that bad.
Where does the CDU fit on this?
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, God.
The most left party in all of Europe is
Syriza.
Die Linke, Germany.
Winning
Wait,
again.
what?
From 2017, notably, okay, for the next
What?
10 minutes, you have to bring this
Look
up
at this.
and look at this
It's
interactive
basically
map.
Räterepublik.
What? Die Linke is the most left-wing
Die
party?
Linke. Some further to the
I mean,
right
they're called
are
Die Linke.
It's true.
the next two are
Literally, they literally
That
just...
got one
yeah.
of the holistic points when they were ranking their manifesto.
they're like,
They're
all right,
called the
yeah.
Oh,
left.
yeah. I see, like, they mention Die Linke
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
So, like, Wir, Die Linke. Like, how many times do you call yourself left?
Yeah.
it's like they're like when you want to like
Oh
hack
wait, no! If they did do that,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
seriously,
literally,
it
yeah.
makes
If they
sense
did
to
fucking
me.
Control F and just
Yeah.
like typed in left, then yeah, that is probably why they.
Die Linke, Die Linke, Die
It's
Linke,
like-
Die Linke,
it's like-
Balenci.
it's like when you want to like hack the SEO results and get to the top of Google, you just put
Yeah.
left.
But like, what are the other like?
Okay, the next two are the Green Party in Switzerland and the Red Green Alliance in Denmark. Red Green Alliance is from 2011, so maybe that's a little old.
No, Red Green Alliance in Denmark, I think, is probably more left wing than Die Linke on average, but it's also just like a much smaller
Is
party.
that like the typical thing that Scandinavians do of like the farmers and social democrats?
No.
Or is that like
So
more green?
they were a part of the Communist Party in Denmark, but they split over the Hungary in the 50s.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they have like genuine Marxist roots, and then they just occupied the green political space when green issues. There's no green party apart from them in Denmark. That's taken
okay,
any
that's a
seriously, yeah.
powerful position.
It
I'd
is.
say.
It is. And they constantly flip between being associated with the European Greens or with
The lefties.
Yeah, United
The
Left.
lefties.
Yeah. Yeah. So like but the Swiss Greens are nothing.
I also hate how they're.
Nothing in Switzerland is left wing.
Wait, okay.
I also hate how their color scheme is like backwards.
it's
Because
red.
Americans are
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
stupid.
No,
Well,
put
okay.
the red where the red belongs.
Yeah, no, exactly. What the most left-wing party is in blue. No, it doesn't work
No.
that way.
I think
Your
the
country is
New York
just-
Times did the
Seems
graphic. Okay, all of your like analysis doesn't matter because the fourth most left party is the Greens, Germany.
Germany.
Oh.
They're like slightly to the left of the CDU.
I'm so glad
To the
that the
left,
political
to the
wing
left.
of Volkswagen's CEO is getting the representation it deserves.
Well, yeah. The Greens are further to the left again than every other party except the three we just mentioned. It is funny that in the next cluster there's Podemos in Spain,
Wrong. What?
Party for the Animals in the Netherlands,
No.
just some other ones, Left Party in Sweden.
Party for the animals. And
I forgot. Okay,
that's beautiful.
All right, so a little cluster. I'm not going to read them all. The next biggest one, furthest to the left, again, I would say in the top 10th percentile, if not 5th, 5-star movement, Italy.
For left wing.
For left wing.
Oh,
Yes.
for fuck's sake.
Yes. Well, it was in.
What year was the
2016.
data? Yeah, wait.
2013.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah,
Okay,
all right.
Okay, 5-star. Yeah, I mean,
I
if they read the shit, then like.
Yeah, but they like didn't know what they were yet either. Though,
I know,
too, in
exactly,
2013.
exactly.
They should be exact center.
Yeah, literally.
People thought they were, the.
People thought they were whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
every
exactly.
Italian was just
That's
saw.
why they got gained momentum because they could have been anything.
It was a fun house mirror, and you just saw what you wanted in
That's
it.
Italian
I
politics.
see Italy in that mirror.
So I can't read all of these. Then we're getting into some socialist parties, social
How did they
democratic
do? Like,
parties.
this is the thing I don't get either. Is that then every one of these parties releases a new manifesto before every election, all right? And yet they grab old
I don't know
ones
why
from
they have these old ones.
2013.
Here's one from
What the-
2010.
why are they so dumb? This is the fucking thing. Every party has new, like every one of these parties on here has updated info about what their fucking policies are. You're gonna find a thing that then just puts this to where you want because you'll find a policy that then, like, Die Linke's is probably them from 2016 or something, right?
2017.
2017 during the last election where they actually had a radical left-wing position where they probably just control F left and the fucking thing.
I really want to do this. Like, I really want to work on those data sets.
We got all the data.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Can we?
Next thing I just want to say, in this cluster, we have Labour, which is clearly in the middle of the cluster. It's from 2017. It is just to the left of the Democratic Party. And I don't know about this. The Green Party of England and Wales is way further to the left than Labour. I don't know if that's
On a manifesto
true or
level,
not.
that could be true.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. So part of the data is like,
it's based purely on
people talk
manifesto.
a lot, but, what they can't lie in their manifesto.
Yeah, that's the huge problem. Like the English Greens, English and Welsh Greens are like the ultimate example of like Green parties are good the further from power they are. Because like they've only ever got one MP elected, they only ever will get one MP elected, and like every other Green party, as soon as they get close to power, they've kind of proven themselves to be shit.
The third or fourth most far left wing party here is an example of that. That when
Yeah,
when they get into power, they
from
become
2017.
right-wing.
From 2017.
Yeah.
that's right.
But also, I'd also call that into question because the 2017 manifesto of UK Labour, that was the like for the few, not the many. That was the first
exactly.
good
And
Corbyn
that's
one.
just
Yeah.
barely to the left of the Democratic Party, almost on top of the Lib Dems in Britain.
What the fuck?
Right,
the Lib
right
Dems
next
are
to
a
them.
right wing party, if not center.
Okay, all right.
I think they really just go by name.
Let's,
I
let's-
think that they're just like that. Their brains have just been like pulverized into a mush that none of this fucking shit obviously matters, except for us to make content because to shit on them. That is it.
Yes.
Because there's no other reason this exists except for us to shit on it.
They should have asked Kieran instead.
They literally should have
it
asked.
exists to win arguments
okay, Kieran,
online.
where would you place this?
Give me money. Fuck
Okay,
all this.
this is what it's for. There's some Bernie bros in your mentions telling you about how the Democratic Party sucks, and then you say, actually, they are further to the left than the median party in Europe, and I hear you like Europe so much. So,
Vote Biden.
I think like anyone with I legitimately think that then like anyone even in Europe with half a brain would acknowledge that the Democratic Party would be a right wing party in
Yeah.
Europe.
Everyone
Like
says
even
that.
even someone who's like not that familiar with politics would be like, oh yeah, they don't want healthcare, they don't want social normal things. They're quite violent. They're continuously doing wars. Like that would be like the Democratic Party is further right than the Conservatives are in the UK.
And a lot of times, yeah, I think the most like even the most like right wing person or whatever normie person would say Obama would have been a Lib Dem in
Yeah,
the UK.
of course.
He was like his charisma and everything was very similar to like Nick Clegg when he was.
It's
whatever.
fitting because the Democratic Party is right on top of the Lib Dems. All right, let's move to the
But they
right.
say the Lib Dems are left wing, so yeah.
Let's say, all right, I'll let you guys try to guess. What is the most right-wing party in Europe?
In all of Europe,
Yes. We've talked about it on the show.
Garrett Wilders' party.
Yes, nailed it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Party. Wait. He's Party for Freedom, right? I don't have it
Yeah,
backwards.
yeah.
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 I
Yeah.
just imagine the most. I mean, you said
Followed closely by the Swiss People's Party, who I don't think we've ever
Can you
talked
tell
about
me
on the
where
show.
like Fidesz and PiS are?
Who? What?
they probably didn't fit onto it.
Danish.
because-
Wait. Let me go through the list.
Hungary and
Yeah. The Danish People's Party.
Yeah, we talked about them. That's like
Yeah.
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 The Reformed Political Party, Netherlands.
oh, don't know them.
They're quite small. AfD is the next one. Conservative People's Party, Denmark, from 2011 though, so I don't know what they're doing with that. Libertarian Direct Democratic from Belgium. I don't know that party. It's tiny.
no.
And then
Netherlands
a little bit of
and
a jump, but before the cluster is the U.S. Republican Party.
Right. But like, okay, so
Then Finn's party. After, further to the left.
The Finns, yeah, they're insane. But like, I would say the Finns are probably worse than the Republicans. The Republicans are bad because of the amount of power they wield on the global stage. But like,
I'd say the Republicans are probably on point with like the AFD.
sure, yeah.
I think they left out Eastern Europe.
I think they tried to pick countries that are like the U.S. or something.
But this
Denmark, and
It's funny, Bloc Québécois in here.
Switzerland are like the U.S.
They're here somewhere.
Yeah, it's only Western Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there must have been a
Canada.
limit on this data set because, like, you can't do this for every country. It would take a million more years.
No,
Party,
they have every
AKP.
country.
They have every country.
Yeah, in the data set. Again, we got to dig into the data.
They don't care about Western
I'm
Europe.
very interested.
Two comments. I kind of like the right-wing stuff because, one, they have Macron's party and Marsh right next to the Conservative Party of Britain.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah, the Democrats belong right there.
But the Conservative Party of Britain is, like, not that far right. Like, it's pretty much in the middle.
I think a huge flaw with this is probably like there's also probably like a language barrier thing as well, especially if you're doing holistic.
They say they analyze everything in the original language.
Sure, but like, but who's the person doing the analysis?
I don't know, some German, literally someone
This
you
was like the thing- yeah,
who
this-
walked by you at Edeka last
this was
weekend.
the thing, though, that then even if you do it in the original language, it becomes problematic because this was the problem that we had with translations with the Mera episode, was that then there are words that then don't
true.
translate into English. One of the ones was that then Mera uses this word of like neo-social liberalism, which is a word in Greek, but is not a word in English because it means like, you know, social like social liberalism, how we would then, you know, talk about it. But
I'm just laughing because it does sound like a market-tested word. It's like, what are the people like? New? All right, they like new stuff? They like social stuff? Liberals? All right.
yeah.
Let's cook
but
it
like
up.
that, if you were
It's
to then like
emulsified.
scan for then things like that using that, like that word is going to end up putting that party in a bizarre, weird, like centrist category. Even though Mera, I would argue, is very left wing on a parliamentary scale for Greece. You know,
So-
like.
But like, so the problem I'm kind of like seeing with this is like this is Lib Dems versus. So like, for the million years that I've been paying attention to European politics, it's so much easier from an English perspective to see through the bullshit of like quote unquote centrist parties of their countries because I don't speak German, I don't speak Spanish, so I can see through what like FTP and what Ciudadanos is putting out there but it's harder to see through with the Lib Dems because they know how to speak their own fucking language. They know how to pull the wool over their eyes and make them sound like a more socially progressive party than they are. And that's a problem when you analyze only manifestos. It's a problem when you have like so many languages involved. Like,
Yeah, but it's just such a dynamic data set. Like, it's so rich.
Get fucked.
Wait, did they only really use
Yeah.
Yes,
They didn't
Nothing
use
else?
Ireland.
Then that is so fucking useless.
Because
Okay,
the
okay,
current
I should-
Democratic manifesto is really left wing. It's just they won't do any of that.
Exactly.
The Democrats don't actually ever release a manifesto.
Well, like even but like okay, the Biden campaign promises. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
wanna-
that's the thing is that then for the Democratic Party, what are you going to base it off of? Because the party platform isn't like it's not like a thing that then's done like it is in Europe.
But like
I want
I think
everyone-
the people who are anti-Biden online are the ones who very quickly point out that like Biden's not going to do any of the things he's promising to do because that would be him undoing all the work he's done up until this point.
Exactly.
So this is the
would be
problem when you
sick.
don't look at like voting records.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like actions speak louder sometimes than a
So
manifesto.
here are
Like-
some of the criteria to get you on the left or the right. I won't read all of them. The furthest right thing you can do is traditional morality,
Okay.
being against multiculturalism, limiting the welfare state, limiting education.
Wait, no. Limiting the welfare state's not a right-wing thing for a lot of right-wing parties in, like, especially Scandinavia. We're expanding the welfare state, and Hungary's
But
another example
only
too.
for- yeah, but only for the Hungarians.
No. That's like I was waiting for that because this is a very, very, very American lib bullshit thing of like if you like the welfare state, then
versus
you're,
small
Then you're
government.
communist.
Yeah. No. But I mean, like, look at like every Scandinavian like far right wing party does not want to
It's
get rid
welfare,
of the
but for
welfare.
the Swedes.
Exactly. So this
for
is a fucking baby brained fucking American.
They paid money for this shit.
It
course
also
they did.
It also
I'm sorry you don't know how to use R or read data, Nick.
God,
but-
shut up. Fucking point Dexter. Like, give you a
Nerd.
nerdling over here. But like, yeah, I think this also like skips over a similar problem of like, the conservatives will never outright say in their manifesto they're going to get rid of the NHS.
No, exactly.
They want to, but it's too much of a third rail for them to ever talk about it. So, like, it won't appear in the manifesto.
I mean, look at the AfD's thing that they release, whatever manifesto or like Wahlprogramm and shit like that.
But like,
And I mean, except for like a few things like putting drug addicted people in prison or something, that was quite like.
But like
harmless form, like when it comes to the
yeah,
formulation.
like don't get me wrong, there are some like idiot parties in Europe that will just outright say like let's murder every second lesbian in their manifesto or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like they don't know how to like speak to the people or whatever, but that's like whatever the fucking Reform Party of the Netherlands in Groningen and
It's
only
like
Groningen.
talking about women's issues plus left wing. Here are some of the left wing points.
Wait, so is really one of them women's issues?
No.
So then someone could just be like, ladies, and then
1,000 points.
It's like, okay, that's like the Nazi Marsch für unsere Frauen and shit.
Yeah,
like
exactly,
that.
yeah.
We're the only ones that can beat them or something.
So the number one like Ching jackpot is Marxist analysis. That gets you by far
Who
the
says
furthest
that?
left.
no one's going to say that.
I also don't trust any of these people to read a Marxist analysis in any party platform.
This is cultural Marxism.
Yeah, that's
the Democratic Party was doing lots of cultural Marxism, and so they scored a lot.
I was like, that's so vague. Like, what was the criteria of discovering that? I was like, I got the manifesto for Syriza, Command F, historical materialism, 0 results again, I guess.
No, it's probably if you talk about like
still waiting.
inequality or something, they see that as like
Yeah.
economic and socioeconomic inequalities. They probably see that as Marxist analysis.
Terry
Most left-wing
Baudet,
party in Europe is Vitesse.
Terry Baudet's party is somehow the furthest left wing. They mentioned cultural Marxism.
It is way further left.
473 times.
It is
in
way
their
further left.
manifesto.
Yeah, that is way further left than the Geert Wilders party. Like, it is just to the left of the Conservative Party of Canada.
Because they mentioned cultural Marxism.
Right to the right of the
437 times in
FDP
their
Switzerland.
manifesto.
I haven't
What's
found the
with
joke.
German
I haven't
FDP?
found them.
Come on.
I can't find them. Are they okay? What is funny about that is that the National Rally, isn't that the Le Pen's party?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
keep changing their name. They're right above the Netherlands Thierry Baudet's party. So don't know what that means. that they're in the cluster. Some of the other economic points that can get you pushed to the left are Keynesian demand management and controlled economy,
Planned economy.
as well as nationalization and anti-imperialism. I don't know what being an anti-imperialist is according to them,
is
but
Maybe
a
Dieter
left
is
wing.
quite,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
like again, they're wrapping this. It's the same as Marxist analysis. They've wrapped it up in this big, kind of vague term that I want specifics.
Keynesianism isn't left wing either, though. Like
But
that
I,
was
but like what's anti
Lip
like
shit.
you could totally, if you're an idiot, you could totally argue that like arming Israel is anti-imperialist.
Of course, yeah, but
also peace. Saying peace gets you pushed to the left.
For fuck's sake! But like,
oh
that's-
hell yeah! So then Emperor Palpatine's extremely left.
But look
wing,
how
then.
specific
Yes.
that point is. You mention the word peace, you get pushed to the left.
Yes.
But Marxist analysis, anti-imperialism. No,
Yeah.
what is the criteria for qualifying for
One
either of
of my
these?
favorites
So stupid.
on both sides. So like they score you either for being against it or for it. Is if you're for it, you get big points for the national way of life to the right, and if you're against the national way of life, then you get pushed to the left.
What the fuck national way of life?
What the fuck does this
What is
mean?
this? Like culture, what is
what
this
the
supposed
fuck?
to be?
Like, because this
Like,
is
what
the thing. This gets even
But wait,
weirder
they're
too.
introducing this shit.
Which nation's way of life? Did they just take the American ones? Like, well, Geert Wilders' party is against
Yeah, but then-
gun ownership.
Yeah, no, but then like the thing that's then so weird too is that then it completely deludes then left like all right, so like an Irish left wing party is gonna have like a thing about like Irish nationalism, but which isn't
Couple of them, yeah.
which isn't done in the sense of how you would view nationalism through like this like imperialist sense of
Like
things.
the Scottish people as well. Like
Yeah,
this-
but yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to see how they ranked Sinn Féin because that would be an insane one. Like, and then also just there's so much about
I guess
this.
technically Irish republicanism is the proper
Yeah,
term. Yeah.
but like,
I'll download the data.
yeah, go back.
Please,
But like,
please don't.
the thing that's annoying me about that like national character, whatever the national way of life, whatever they called it, is this is the inherent problem with like all of this like data shit that they never fucking consider, which is by making this a parameter, you have conceded that it exists. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
exactly.
the national way of life doesn't fucking exist in any country. There is no like one. It's like
So-
yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
But by like trying to measure it, they have conceded that it exists. Just whether you're against it or for it.
So how that normally works with data sets like this, if you go through text, it's like you would read you would read the text, and then you would find statements or like keywords or something like that. Then you make like a head category for that.
Yeah.
And you would say like, okay, these are things that like statements that I put under this head category. So this is one of the head categories. So something they like found in the text or like in the manifest or whatever they call it, and found it several times. So they're naming it this, and put all these statements under this like head category. But yeah, as you said, like by saying that,
By making the head category whatever, it's just
exactly,
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm not going to find the results for Ireland. I think quickly enough. The biggest own on it, which again I agree, it's actually it's good and I like it, is that literally right on top of each other they put the FPÖ and ÖVP in Austria, like no difference.
nice. I mean,
I take everything back. This is the best political analysis I've ever
quite.
seen.
Where does the AKP fit?
Again, I'll look it up.
They didn't put Turkey.
See
in.
now you're curious. You're all curious.
Yeah.
That's the power of data. It brings us together.
No,
So this
no, it
was-
isn't. I hate this.
If it's
You're getting a wedgie after
2016,
this.
It might be.
Oh yeah, I'm
interesting.
gonna dunk your head in the toilet and give you a swirl.
You
You
guys-
wonder how that would work in a German toilet because it doesn't actually like go like
Just
around.
keep smashing his head against
My head is just sadly sitting in the little pool of water that collects at the front.
What's the
It would just waterboard you because all the water comes down like so. I'd have to put I'd put your head in backwards and then put the thing down so that then all the water like sprays onto your head and you just get waterboarded.
Just imagine the little like poop catching shelf and you're just smashing his head against it.
Yeah, but no, it
Try.
no, it has to be backwards so that then he can get waterboarded.
We just murder Rob.
Yeah, sorry, Rob.
You
The
guys-
CIA torture
You're on-
technique is just putting a person's head in a fucking German toilet.
I mean, yeah, that's probably West Berlin.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm making an account to look up this shit, you assholes.
But
Okay. The one thing I want to add is it is funny to laugh about this, but like literally like some of the most powerful people in like government or policy or whatever are like looking at this sagely and being like, yes, that's true. Thank you. Let's go ahead with that project. Or like, yeah, that's a good idea.
No, sometimes I'm really like asking myself, like, what the fuck? Like, this is the money. There goes the money for research. Isn't it?
Yeah. How do I
You
get
should,
a piece
you know,
of that?
just like
Exactly.
Julia,
What dumb
just-
project.
just work your research into it. Just be like, with my project, you can see how left wing this thing in Hungary is, and that there's a viable opposition in this and that Eastern European country.
Like, there's a lot of welfare spending for Hungarians.
Yeah, Fidesz would probably end up like centerish right, wouldn't they? Like,
The social welfare spending.
yeah, they fucking.
I
love
will-
that shit.
Again, also like they wouldn't know what to make of Jobbik either because the Jobbik is also big
Oh,
into
yeah.
social welfare spending.
Jobbik, center left.
Jobbik, the most left-wing party in Europe. We did it, guys. Job done. Let's get back to the spirographs.
Yeah, the National Bolsheviks.
No, but
They
it
transcend it. They're the
it's
complete-
up for some reason.
said- So do they have Turkey though?
No.
Turkey,
Oh no,
yeah,
yeah, like in the Berlin nerds do, but I have to. You need to make an account to look at it. I will get back to you all.
Should
Maybe
we
we'll
have
do an
our own?
update.
Can we?
Yeah, can we? No, we have one. It's Kieran
Yeah,
Aye.
exactly.
throwing darts at a wall and just like
Crack my head open on the Hochschule again.
yeah.
let the good stuff come out. What's it called? It's a high Hochschule, the little part of the toilet that catches the poop.
There's a word for that.
Yeah,
There's a word for that.
yeah.
I didn't
Why
know.
did you look up the word?
That sounds like something you
I didn't
learn in
look it
German
up. It
class.
comes-
Enlighten me.
It comes up in like German comedy shows.
What's it called?
Like high sink, like Hochspule or something like that.
Hochschule?
Hochspüle, he means.
Hochspule.
Hochschule.
High sink or
High sing.
No,
For
like,
people
no,
who
like
don't
cleaning.
know, yeah.
Spüle.
For people who don't know this,
I didn't know.
older German toilets have a shelf that your shit just like stares back at you on when you take a dump.
Yes, like the ŽIŽEK quote.
Yeah. It is a real thing. I'm
Toilets
very,
and ideology. I'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
You say that, but like you can complain about it all you want. But Germany has, on average, a 1% less incident rate of internal parasites compared to comparable countries. So it's all worth it.
You know, you just gotta inspect. I always inspect my poop after I'm done.
God.
Was that right?
Hochspüler.
It finally happened. I knew a German word.
Oh my God, and I didn't know that.
This rules. I'm sorry.
All right.
Anyway, that's all I got.
Oh my
What time are we at?
We're at 105. So are we? Is it time? Is it time?
I think it's time for a megarika. It's been a while since we've had all four of us in the room here. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling ready to lose.
Yeah, so if you want to check out now, you know, you don't want to hear Megarika because you fucking hate it. Which
I always
you're
forget
an
which
idiot.
countries we had already.
Well, Kieran made a chart.
Where?
He'll send it to Rob.
Sorry, I'm looking at toilet pictures.
Sorry, Kieran, that kind of sounds like data. Sus cancels.
yeah, right.
But so yeah,
Lip
if you
bullshit.
already if you already want to check out because you're a loser who thinks that Megarika, you know, just is you know, childish and immature.
Let me just say, you are not becoming a Megarika with that kind of attitude.
Exactly. Yeah.
Literally, the first clue for all of this is loves Megarika, loves talking about money and hearing about money and cool things cool people do.
all right, I've sent the map to the Twitter chat for all of us. Except it's not totally updated. You can't pick France anymore. France was last week. All right. For anyone who doesn't know, Megarika is the regularly occurring segment on the show where I say I've got one of Europe's best boys, and I've gotten their net worth, what they do, and 3 pieces of information about them. So, all right. If everyone else is ready to guess rich people, let's fucking go.
Born ready.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
like the
good.
born rich. Sorry.
Yeah.
The blue ones are the ones that we had or not? had?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought we had
But there's
Belarus.
yeah, so then plus France should also be blue.
And Belarus?
We've
No, we didn't have Belarus.
no, we
'cause he
did
was-
have Belarus. It was the
But
World of
there's
Tanks guy,
Oh,
but his
yeah.
wealth is contested.
The video game guy.
So Belarus is still in play. Yeah. The grey countries are the countries that are still in play.
The grey countries.
Yeah.
Haven't been selected by their new leader. They're still open.
So wait, we like the ones that we get right, we get to keep.
Yes. This is
No, the
basically
Yes.
The new reform is that the richest person in every country gets to run the country as a dictatorship.
I'll make some sort of like weird Holy Roman Empire map of Europe afterwards of your dominion once we.
Well, no, that'll be the new EU. So the EU will be like they'll be crowned the Holy Roman Emperor, you know, Ursula von der Leyen, and then the individual like dukes
Yes,
and
coming back to the Germans finally. Yes.
are you know the richest person in their land.
But the one that guessed it right can I keep the country then? Like,
Yeah. I think that's how it's working.
Oh, okay,
You get to
good.
be like a baroness in their duke fiefdom.
We'll have the diet of worms, and people will vote. And I don't understand that period of history.
The Baron. I like that. From now on, we call myself the Baron.
Baroness.
I remember being like 17.
Episode 80 something. Is it too late for me to change my name on this podcast?
Sorry, I just remember
We're
being.
an aristocratic podcast now.
I remember
God,
being.
Baroness sounds lame, like some dumbass steampunk shit. Ugh, no, don't do that.
Sorry, I just remember being 17 in history class and reading the Diet of Worms and being like, these motherfucking eating worms.
That is what you think.
fucking Germans.
All right. Net worth 4.8 billion.
I never know
Right,
what
you
is
know.
a lot.
You
and what's
know,
not.
homie,
Can
keep your head up. You'll
Yeah.
get there one day.
Last week it was like 110 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
110.
4.8 is not that much.
No, keep
Thank you.
So
grinding.
the 110, that was Louis Vuitton. So this is more like, you know,
This is like
the Lidl
small country.
sneakers.
3% of a Louis Vuitton.
It's a small country.
Is it? Interesting. All right.
I'm just guessing.
Why they are rich
It's a grower country.
comes from a long line of Now you should see this country when it's erect. Anyway, why are they rich?
It's just like Chile. It's just like long and very thin.
No, we all know the European dick country is Sweden.
Yeah,
could fit.
And Finland is its ball sack.
You could fit chili up your urethra, I think.
Jesus. It's using it as a sound. All right. So, why are they rich? comes from a long line of biscuit kings.
Oh, hey. They've never eaten biscuits with me. Let's just say that. Come on. They'd be more like biscuit, court jesters. Come on.
For Nick and Rob, I'm saying biscuit in the European sense, cookie or whatever you want to. Yeah.
Oh, well, then they can have it.
All right. Piece of information number 1. The megarika's dead dad came from a long line of biscuit kings. I forgot I wrote this. But fled to the megarika's country, escaping communism.
Small country.
Starts as a small biscuit shop, starting factories and eventually expanding product ranges to chocolate, flour, oil, cakes, dairy, pasta, sauces, chewing gum, soft drinks, bread,
Whoa.
and a basketball team.
All right. My real
Hell
dream was to own a basketball
Fuck, that's
team.
fucking diversifying your assets right there.
Biscuits is a risky industry, It's not for the faint of heart.
It's nothing like basketball.
This dude is the Joey Chestnut of biscuits in Europe. You don't understand.
God damn it, all right. Mostly benefited from post-World War II construction efforts and Marshall Plan money, even though this megarika's country only entered the war in 1945. The company is 76 years old and is the third largest biscuit manufacturer in the world, dominating the Central European, Eastern European, Middle East, and North African markets.
Damn it.
But also has strong footholds in UK, Ireland, and Belgium. Just the word biscuit king.
You ride into town, you burn down like parts of the village, and you just like dramatically eat a biscuit in front of them and say, "You are a part of our biscuit empire now. You will buy these products."
This is like a Johnny Appleseed
Don't
of this
look it
country.
up, Nick.
He's looking at the map. He's looking at the map.
Looking at the map.
I can see from here. I guess I should do that too if I were. If I,
Oh, look at the map. All right. Piece of information number 2. Under the megarika, international expansion of the company under him has been aggressive. One reoccurring strategy is to save money after buying a company is suspending all sick pay, forcing workers to strike so he can replace them with scabs.
you know what they say: a
Love
biscuit a day keeps the doctor away. You don't need sick days.
That's smart strategy.
Yeah. He spends his money to outbid other rich people in his country for art. He's a very active Instagram with 73.3 thousand followers.
Wow, it's a small country.
How many biscuit kings do you follow on Instagram? That's a high number for his specific niche.
literally, like it's so gross when like you open your man's Instagram search and it's just fucking all pictures of biscuits, man.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So like, and it's like, really, this is what you're doing in your free time?
All right. With 73.3 thousand followers, posting pictures of him at events, cute animals, his calligraphy hobby, and a lot of flags of his home country.
All right. A lot of photos of the same flag, or does the country have many different flags?
No, it's the one flag. Okay. Many times.
The Confederate flag. Heritage, not hate.
Secret European country, the Confederacy. All right. Who was the richest person? I don't know. That's a piece of information. All right. Piece of information number 3. The megarika has just left his position as chairman of the company and left it to his nephew, who's
Oh, there we go.
who's blue.
Kyle.
It's Red Foo of MFAO.
Dude, no shit. My uncle can eat so many biscuits.
All right. The
He has
megarika.
4 stomachs.
The megarika has just left his position as chairman of the company and left it to his nephew, who's used coronavirus as an opportunity to consolidate. One of the megarika's departing plans was to establish the Belgian chocolate company he bought into a Starbucks competitor, which did not go well. He sold the marketing rights of the company in 4 countries he didn't have dominance in, and 100 countries that he did. All right. So those are the 3 pieces of information about this megarika.
I'm not starting.
So you said that the country that then this is ended up in World War II in 1945.
Yes.
Okay, so that means that then that they must have been part of German occupation before that, but not in the sense of then German occupation where they had already previously been fighting them, but German occupation before World War II started. So,
Any other clarifying questions from other people?
What?
Any
what
other
were the what were the industries that the company does?
Biscuits and basketball.
No.
Oh, like the full list of things that they do?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is
By
that?
biscuits, you mean cookies, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank
Looking at the map.
you. Yes.
Which one of
Check,
these
check,
does
check,
biscuits? all right. So, started as a biscuit shop, expanded to chocolate, flour, oil, cakes, dairy, pasta, sauces, chewing gum, soft drinks, bread, and a basketball team.
That's a lot.
And cooking oil.
Is the
No,
basketball team the same name?
I actually don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that information here.
Biscuit ballers.
I also should say that he has dominance in, I think this is an important clue,
Yeah.
Central European, Eastern European, Middle Eastern, and North African markets.
Central European.
Eastern European,
Eastern European.
Middle Eastern, North African.
I was gonna guess Belgium until you said that they bought a Belgian company, which meant that then that couldn't be Belgium anymore. So I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I just remember the name of the Belgian chocolate company. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go next door neighbor and say the Netherlands.
Okay. Nick with the Netherlands.
No, I was going to say Luxembourg or something because it's
thinking
also
that
next to
too,
Belgium.
but
I'm not going to say it. Solely off Kieran's last clue, I'm going to guess Malta
Malta. Okay.
because it's in the middle of all
I
this.
thought a communist past.
No. He fled communism to this country.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
shit.
I would go to
Now
Malta.
I have to think again.
You can take the Luxembourg.
Wait, you guys said.
I said Malta
You said.
The Netherlands.
because he's like, I'm a biscuit king. Malta sounds like a nice malted
Biscuits.
beverage, which would go well
No,
with
I
my
don't think
biscuit.
Malta does, biscuits,
I
but
don't
maybe-
know which country in Europe you can look at and just go biscuits. like, this is
Wait, was
He was like Estonia. Like I don't need stones. Not that.
when was the Netherlands liberated from?
Finland. I like a nice Finn soup.
No, they
I think I
joined
may
the
be
war,
wrong.
Yeah.
Hungary.
war.
That's too on the nose. He
biscuits.
wasn't going to move to Hungary.
And he fled to a Western European country,
Yes.
but has influence in Middle.
No, we don't know. It entered the war in 1945. Oh, that's also why I wanted to guess Luxembourg. I'm sticking with Malta.
okay.
Malta's on the board.
Yeah.
All right, Malta.
Then maybe I'd take Luxembourg, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, Yulia's gonna be right
No. I
in a
don't think
very weird turn of events.
You are all wrong.
so. Yes.
Oh
Good.
God.
So I'm going to give you a region.
Yes.
Southeast.
But I thought with
Why I
that,
guessed
Southeastern Europe.
with biscuits.
With biscuits.
Southeast. What's a Portugal?
No, that's Southwest.
Oh.
So a Balkan country.
But not. Wait. Then they were communists or they weren't?
They weren't. He fled communism to this country.
Oh,
What the fuck?
It's probably
Romania.
what's the little
Right,
ones?
it's not
San
on the list
Marino.
anymore, right?
Is it like San Marino or something? Isn't that kind of
That's not
south?
Southeastern Europe, is it?
I wouldn't call that Southeastern.
All right, book it, San Marino.
Wait, Romania is not on the list anymore, right?
No, we
Also,
got
they won the war before with
Yeah.
That one I believe.
Wait.
Italians. The Italians. Cookies.
You're-
Southeastern,
Yeah.
not.
No, that's Yugoslavia. Shit.
Is it Turkey?
you
Cookies?
locked
Yeah.
Strategically
say-
located.
Basketball.
Yeah. Turkey's huge in basketball. I'm gonna say Turkey. Also, 4 billion doesn't sound like a lot for other countries, but I think for Turkey it would
Wait, there's
be.
nothing left that is not.
But only
communist.
73,000 Instagram followers.
You can pick the same answer as him if you want.
Just
but like,
lock it in.
I'm not gonna be wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna be right, but I'm just gonna, I'm just.
Oh, there's also Armenia and Azerbaijan. I forgot about
Those
that.
were communist countries.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
Azerbaijan.
Forgot about that.
Wait, no, Turkey never entered World War II. No, fuck,
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Shit.
San Marino.
Come on.
San Marino.
I give up. I'm not gonna pick anything.
okay.
I'm not giving up. Where are my countries at? We already did we have Cyprus? We did.
No, we didn't.
No,
have
Cyprus is still in play.
Oh, take Cyprus. I don't know. Cookie King Cyprus.
You can-
Oh,
it probably is Cyprus. God
No.
damn it. Yeah, no, it probably is. Rob, did you pick something?
San Marino.
No.
all right.
Rob is right. Southeastern San Marino.
So we all locked in our answers. Who's saying what? You're saying Cyprus. You're saying San Marino. You're saying nothing.
I'm
Yeah.
right, dude.
Okay. This is Murat Ülker, the richest man in Turkey.
Shit, Nick!
Okay, so then I did
you did
win.
win. Yeah. I give it to you.
Okay.
I give you that win.
Turkey entered into
Turkey,
World
that's
War
so
II at February 1945.
Wow, way to fucking come in for this the last.
He was a Bulgarian Turk originally.
Oh, okay, this makes perfect fucking sense then. There's a
Yeah.
massive amount of Bulgarian Turks.
And
I'm gonna cut out the part where I said I didn't guess anything.
Come on, I'm really close with Cyprus, huh?
Yeah.
It's part Turkey.
I recognize Cyprus.
Julia proudly has the fucking Cypriot Turkish flag
Yes.
in her.
It's flying in
What's
Northern Cyprus, that's
what's the Biscuit King's name? The Biscuit Prince again.
Murat Ülker.
Ulka, of course, of
Ulka!
course.
Fuck,
Oh my
cookies.
god, that's why I was
thought-
thinking
yes.
of it, because whenever you go to Ulka, everything's Ulka.
Then I know Ulka cookies. What I should have known, because I thought of I thought of Bosnian cookies and shit like that. I thought of Ulka cookies, but I didn't connect them to Turkey somehow. I thought of Bosnia and shit
I
like that.
thought
like
of those, and
communism,
then when the World War II thing threw me off, but
yes,
yeah.
Yeah, so this guy, he posts a lot of. I thought the calligraphy would I'll give it away. His Instagram is a lot of Islamic calligraphy art that he does. Posts a lot of flags of
Bulgaria.
no, Turkey.
Shit, we should have known that. Flags. Come on, what is the flag that you fly the most? It's
He's
a
literally
fucking
those
Turkish flag.
Turkish nationalist accounts. It's just like the whole room is
Ulka
Turkey
cookies.
flags.
Pretty much. And then there's every second photo is a picture of a really cute cat.
But why does he only have 73,000
But that's really
followers?
that's
You say
literally
that,
though.
that is a very
73,000 followers. I would kill for 73,000 followers if I was
And
like
then
a
it's not
biscuit
so
man.
many.
But
That irritated
Instagram's
me.
not that big in Turkey though either, so that makes perfect sense. But also,
But he's the richest person in Turkey.
I love though the thing. Wait, I love the thing that
He's
though.
no normal
That threw
biscuit
me-
magnate.
That threw me
But
off.
the idea then of like this is exactly the thing that then I say when then like every one of those dudes who's like the guy who covers his like car in Turkish flags and then gets out of the car and he's wearing like the Turkish flag.
Oh, how did you know I come from Turkey?
Yeah, no, but like the thing that then because I always joke about them, like this dude's gonna take a DNA test and find out that he's Greek or something. This dude's actually Bulgarian, which is the funniest fucking thing because he's literally a Turkish nationalist who's not even actually ethnically Turkish.
I didn't know that they were that like the richest man in Turkey though. Like,
I mean,
Turkey.
well, come on, you know,
I thought it would have
4
been
billion.
Like, maybe,
You gotta grind
Uluda,
harder.
like-
So the I've seen this logo around the top because the name of his company, like the Ulker Cookies, is a part of it. Yildiz.
Yeah.
Yildiz Holding Company. Yeah, with the eyes with no dots. That's his company.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It started
Oh.
as like a biscuit factory in Istanbul, like a small biscuit shop in Istanbul.
He also went to the American Institute of Baking.
Yes. Which is the American version of Food Wars.
He studied under the cake boss.
The richest guy in Turkey is like Turkish nationalist cake boss.
Turkey.
Every cake he makes is one is
Every
like that.
cake. Sorry.
Every cake that he makes is like that cake of Lenin lying down, but it's just like busts of fucking Ataturk, and then it's like cutting open Ataturk to see if he's real.
Yeah, I don't think he's a Kemalist. I think he's a.
AKP
Yeah, I get that impression. But I imagine him making a cake. Every cake he makes is the Turkish flag, and then he just never cuts into it because why would you do that? And he just sets it aside.
Homie, I'll help.
Turkey.
So,
Weird.
yeah.
I never thought the richest guy in Turkey would. I mean, yeah.
Biscuit King.
Biscuit
Or-
King.
Or you never thought he'd be fucking Bulgarian? Is that what you're trying to say?
But I don't quote me on that. He might be Azerbaijani.
Well, I would like to just say, sir, all respect to you and respect to your biscuits from a fellow Biscuit King across the pond.
It's in the same continent, but okay.
That was it actually. The failed Belgian, like, I remember these for a hot minute. Godiva chocolatier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They tried to make those like a competitor to Starbucks, as like a place that would be everywhere where you could just get little chocolates and coffees and stuff.
Oh, he bought Godiva?
Yeah, he owns Godiva.
Oh, Godiva's Turkish now?
Yes.
Oh, gotta inform my
Everything's
family
Turkish
that.
now.
Everything's Turkish.
No,
now.
because Godiva's sold in the U.S. as being like really fancy and this. And
Yeah,
that.
no, they really lean into the whole Belgian
yeah.
branding with it.
They're
as
like
well.
very mediocre
Oh my
chocolates.
god, it's contested by Herman Ilichak. Ilichak.
Well,
That's it. Sorry. His father is not Bulgarian, Crimean.
ooh.
He fled Ukraine.
Ooh.
to escape
Okay, well, then
communism.
so he may be Greek then.
There's a lot.
So it is Cyprus.
Very North Cyprus. The other one, Crimea.
All right.
Oh, Crimea. Yeah. They put that's why it's called Odessa, because they Katarina the Great put Greek people there. Because they said, how can we fucking make this region very
My meme is a reality. Like, you don't understand. Greece is Turkey. This is not a fucking joke.
They put Greek people. That's why they called it Odessa, to make it homey for for the Greek people.
We've dumped you in this pile of land, but we called it nice town, so you should be fine.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Now, trade. They thought Greek people, they know how to trade. There's a sea in between,
The British thought that too.
And we know how that all ended.
A dictatorship. That's how it ended up in twice. Once by the British, one with the Americans.
Yeah.
All right, so that was this week's Megarika. Well done
That
to...
was also this week's episode. I am accepting the win for that one, even though I stepped
Yeah, I
out.
give it
But I don't know. Yulia gives it to me. Rob's
You can take it. It's
I can
fine.
take it. Okay, cool.
I kind of want some cookies.
Rob
now.
is just playing for fun.
We're all going to
ambition
Oirigi
anymore.
to...
I love it's for the love of the game. I got nothing but respect for all these,
Rob's just excited that he
biscuit
can be.
and
But only if I get
fellow
my
kings.
honorary point for last time for France.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Thank
But
you.
Rob's just excited that he isn't one of the 9 teams or 8 teams that then is not allowed to participate in the NBA right now. He's like, yeah, I see this as opportunity.
Well, I really wasn't supposed to make it, but I get huge ratings. From
Rob
the
is
league.
the Phoenix Suns.
So yeah, I'm the Pelicans. They get me in. Zion, they just love to see me play.
What's wrong? What's
Speaking of 46.
who are they playing?
Wizards.
Oh, okay, whatever. I don't fucking give a shit.
They were leading the whole time.
Yeah.
No, they're not anymore.
But yeah,
all the time.
that is
Expect
this
more
week's episode.
basketball tweets on my Twitter from now on.
For the 10 games that are left.
No, they're gonna go far in the playoffs, man. I'll watch all the games.
Oh, okay. The Celtics. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I just whatever games of my team aren't in it, I'll just tweet. I
yeah.
wish my team was in this.
The MLB.
Hashtag basketball. Hashtag NBA.
The NBA started up again.
Yeah.
Not NBA.
Disneyland?
MLB started up again, and there's a bunch of teams that have just massive coronavirus.
Oh, what's up?
outbreaks.
How does it feel to be a fan of a team that's league that's competent and has trap remixes of the national anthem? Wow, basketball stays winning.
Full circle on this episode. It all comes back to the
No, we've
trap
talked about
remix of the national anthem.
we've talked about that before about the NBA. I do think it's hilarious how they're like, oh, but they're the good progressive league. So
Oh yeah, now the MLB is has leaned so far into the Black Lives Matter thing that I just kind of wish that they never even acknowledged it, because it's so cheesy.
Okay, do they have halftime shows?
Because-
Now it's time for the BLM dancers.
No, because literally, because obviously MLB is BLM backwards, and they've just leaned fully into that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you may have noticed by our names that we are the opposite of Black Lives Matter.
the MLB is the opposite of that. As a fucking
But
organization.
they're trying to fight their that they have a reactionary roof reputation.
No, that's
right
the thing,
now.
is that they're not acknowledging the problems within the internal things. The MLB, players are coming forward and being the MLB's racist, but the MLB itself is just being this isn't politics. It's wait, what?
This year's Pride Parade proudly sponsored by the police.
And Raytheon.
What was Stonewall? I don't know. I'll never look it up.
Yeah, and it's really
It's all about nice colors on t-shirts.
now all the teams are kneeling. Everyone's
I know,
kneeling
yeah,
and stuff
everyone's
like that. It's just what's the...
How can you turn something that's political into something that is a
Ask a league that is
spectacle?
ask a league that
Here we
is
go, Rob.
yeah.
Rob,
Ask,
I served it up right for you. Take it, Rob.
yeah, no. Ask the fucking league that is just bleeding viewership like a fucking burst artery. No one watches the MLB anymore for more reasons than the fact that it's just dumb.
Need more show. Need more halftime shows.
Yeah.
Need more dancers. Where are the sexy
Well, that's the thing.
dancers?
They've
There
been-
are no sexy dancers.
they've been
The
trying to
MLB should
make it-
hire French situationists to help their spectacle. They need
No,
experts on the subject.
They've legitimately been trying to make it more interesting, and it's made the game significantly more harder to watch.
I really thought
funny.
Rob
yeah.
was going to say French illegalists, and it's like on today's baseball game, one of the stands will blow up.
We won't say which one.
We won't say which one.
They do that like do they do that at sporting events in the U.S. Like, guess how many fans are in the audience, and it just is like
Explosion.
Instead of the net.
It was like one of those cartoon bowling ball bombs.
Yeah.
Guess how many are there now?
Well, it would be a classic bit because the stands are empty, but the mascots are still chilling there. And so the mascot's like, I hope it's not mine. And there's this giant bomb with a few.
Yeah, it's always like the thing of like, like whenever you're in the stadium, it's like, guess like, one of these three sections is gonna win a prize from Gila River Casino, as like would be in Arizona. It's like one of these three stands is gonna get fucking completely annihilated with sarin gas.
There's a SAR in the audience tonight, and he's going to get murked.
Yeah, instead of the national anthem, they're going to the Indivisible Committee is just going to come out and read their latest manifesto, and they're like, all right,
Now time for the 7th inning stretch, where a 13-year-old boy is going to do a drone strike live on the Jumbotron.
I'm still just bringing it back to like the anarchists of the 1800s. It's like, now the halftime show. We've got a bunch of obscure Prussian jukes that we're going to murder.
I just
The
realized
Cincinnati
You
illegalists.
could, all right, in like 2002 in the United States, you could have fucking done that with like, with how just like toxically like Islamophobic. I mean, the U.S. is still Islamophobic, but I feel like 2002 was like peak. Like, yeah, we got to fucking get these people for what they did
Famously
to us.
Islamic majority.
Yeah,
country,
it's like
Russia.
no. It would have been like, oh, watch fucking, the Phoenix Suns gorilla fucking dunk on Osama bin Laden.
Dude, you're a Baltic nation, but your flag's black and white. That seems pretty Islamic to me. It's just the Prussian eagle with the ISIS logo with the Islamic Prussia. That's my new pitch.
That's nice.
I said Indivisible
Watch the Phoenix
Committee.
Suns gorilla just execute political prisoners from Guantanamo Bay.
The Bush era, man, it was wild.
Yeah. I accidentally.
This 13-year-old kid's been offered to be waterboarded by the Phoenix Suns gorilla.
It's the Cincinnati waterboard.
The Cleveland Indians have to change their name instead of the Washington Redskins. Like, who knows?
Washington
Like,
waterboarders.
waterboarders.
Yeah.
because I mean, in DC.
That is what they do in their town. Yeah. Also, please pretend that I was doing a bit when I said the Indivisible Committee instead of Invisible Committee. That was a bit. I was pretending to be a Major League Baseball announcer. I didn't just say the name wrong.
Cool.
Of course.
We need to end this episode.
Yeah. Wait. I have one more. I have one more name for the Washington Redskins. The Washington School of the Americas.
I don't get that one.
The School of the Americas was the thing set up so that then the United States could train people who then ended up overthrowing governments in South
so
America.
you mean like Nicaragua
Exactly,
training camps?
yes.
Oh yeah, just say
The
that.
Washington coups.
How about the Washington? We need more bipartisanship. Or the Washington. Has anyone looked at the
No,
the debt clock lately?
Fuck it. The Washington coups, but it's like coup d'etat, but the mascot's a pigeon. It'd be so cute and horrible at the same time.
I like
Wait, why a pigeon? I don't get
Because a
that.
pigeon makes a coo sound.
Oh, okay.
We need to end this episode.
All right, yeah.
flying off the rails.
Submit your favorite alternative names, the Washington Redskins or the Cleveland Indians, and we'll judge it, and we will announce the winner on next episode, and you'll win a cool prize.
Go
As in-
team.
You will win a coup in your country.
Yeah, we will overthrow your government.
One coup of your choice.
Yeah. See you guys all next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.